crowd, stand behind the chair. Seems a little bit more comfortable. For those of you that I have not had the honor of speaking in front of, my name is David Amburn, and I am running to be your next Knox County Sheriff. I presently am the Chief of Detectives at the Sheriff's Office, where I have proudly served continuously for the last 34 years. I'm a Knox County native myself. I grew up in West Knoxville on my family's farmland, down off a little lane called Amburn Lane, down off Middlebrook towards Cedar Bluff. And over the years, I have migrated from that area to Fountain City and then to Halls, and now I live in Powell. So I've between the two of them, both my work relationship and service here in the community, and where I've grown and raised my kids, and now helping raise my grandkids, to say the least, I'm invested in this community, both professionally and personally. I started out at the Sheriff's Office back in the 90s, and I came here like most, started out in corrections, until I was chosen to go to the academy. At that time, I went to Dawson, Nashville. Received my certification there, and a short time later, I was promoted to the patrol division. Not long after it, I received an opportunity from former Sheriff Tim Hutchison, who came and asked me to be the first official fleet manager for the agency, overseeing the fleet of 500 cars. Due to my passion and knowledge with cars, even at a young age, it's a huge opportunity for me. I begrudgingly, I agreed to do it with kind of the condition that he please let me serve in some kind of law enforcement capacity, because I just completed all this training and that was my passion. I started my fleet career, and not long after that, he kept his word and assigned me to a newly created special investigative task force that was led by a gentleman at the time that's no longer with us, Keith Lyon. For the next approximately 10 years, I committed myself to serving in both of those roles at the same time. I did that, and the next step after those 10 years, I was made after 9/11 tragedy, I was assigned to be the Director of Homeland Security for the Sheriff's Office, where I worked with other local, state, and federal agencies to keep not only Knoxville safe, but our community and surrounding counties. After that stint was up, my next movement was I was federally deputized as a ATF Federal Task Force Officer, where I served about another 9 years prosecuting federal crimes of guns, explosives, and arson, and so on and so forth. After that, I served also in major crimes, property crimes, and then I went on to be promoted to captain, and was eventually put as captain over the narcotics unit, which is where I served as the leader of that narcotics unit until Sheriff Spangler promoted me to Chief of Detectives in 2021. So that's a little bit about me, where I grew up, and what brings me here to where I feel like I'm qualified to stand in front of you to be the next sheriff. Real quickly, some of my top things is the way I see it, like my career has taken me across the agency, is very diverse, and I've always usually handled more than one role at a time with the agency. I have a deep knowledge of the multi-million-dollar budgets, and I've handled those budgets and helped prepare them in many different divisions that I feel like qualifies me to be your sheriff, and because that's an important part of it. But the main thing that I like to get out is the fact that being a sheriff is a dual role job to do. And what I mean by that is, as the sheriff, you are the CEO of the sheriff's office. Your first responsibility is to lead, to provide, to protect the men and women, make sure they have the proper training and the tools in order for them to be able to serve you as the public. They have to have all that support. If your house is not in order, then they're not gonna be able to service you as the taxpayers, right? So to me, that's a huge responsibility, and one of the main priorities that I'd be glad to discuss at a later format, some of the things we've done over the last few years of me serving under Sheriff Spangler. The other side of it is being your sheriff as the elected official is obviously to keep our community safe. And that's gotta be the foremost of all of us. And in doing that, then that is where I wanna focus on being able to bring back some programs that, due to our manpower shortage during COVID, that we're just now getting back up to our numbers, and look at some new programs as we move forward. Technology, some of the things that we're right on the verge of You've probably seen that KPD bragging about their new drone system that they got a grant for. We've received that same grant, and we will be moving forward. Is that time? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. That's everything I can tell you in 5 minutes. So I'll look forward to sticking around and talking to each one of you afterwards. And I ask each and every one of you for your support and your vote.